To Major Investor. I'm Will, your host, and today's topic is going to be about who supports us and why we support them, and where we can buy their apparel. And I'm still looking into, and maybe you guys can help me out there, help me out, help you out, find out who's looking after us by helping us reduce the supply of SHIB. Now, I said I was going to reduce the supply of SHIB if I got enough of the members behind me to reduce the supply of SHIB. Now, there's other channels that have done the same thing that have, and I'm sorry to say it, but they've come short on trying to get a hold of the community. And it's not easy to get a hold of the community because, let's face it, it's been 2 years that we've been around, and it's not an easy thing to try and get everybody on board to monetize your channel. Your channel doesn't make very much money unless you have millions of followers, lots of likes every single week, and lots of comments. But if you don't comment, you won't find out. If you don't have a way of doing it, and my projection to you was I was going to burn 80% of what I made on my YouTube channel for the community of the SHIB network. Anyway, without further ado, we'll get into today's sessions, and thank you so much for tuning in to me, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in to another edition of Major Investor. I'm Will, your host, and I'm looking forward to working with you and to make us all that much richer. Anyway, this is 2023. Let's make this year the best year that we can possibly make. By 2025, we should be millionaires. Well, let's hope so. But we got to work together. We got to do this strategically with some strategy in mind. Because right now, at the rate we're going, we're so far behind, we think we're first. Anyway, today's session is about SHIB Bling Apparel and where can we buy it and what do we need to do about it. So why burn? This is the burn portal. Where are we? It's the burns and this is the apparel. So we're looking at the apparel that we can buy from SHIB. That's not it. Technical difficulty time, people. I had it here. Here it is. Okay, so SHIB Bling. Now, I don't know for a fact if they are burning SHIB with every purchase, but they should be burning with every purchase. And I'd like to see them have their own wallet. So we'll get into this. So you can buy their apparel. Now I think you can also send them something you would like to see on their shirts or on their hats or on their backpacks or hats. And it's not exactly cheap either, right? Like the hats, it's $36, but you're hoping that there might be a $5 increment disbursement there for the burns, but you're hoping, I'd be hoping the same thing, that there should be something given on the apparel so that there's a burn associated with it. See, we burn Shiba Inu. So they tell you they're burning Shiba Inu, but they don't say where, and it should be on their website. the burn address should be on the website, right? Because if you look at Koi, theirs is based on their transactions that go up, okay, not down but up. It's based on their volume of activity. So as long as the volume is high, there's burns going on. Blaze is similar, but not quite. Let's see if we go on Blaze's website here. So you go on Blaze's website, the first thing you see is the tokens. And you see the burn on SHIB. Blaze token contract. And then there's the, if you look at this, this is their contract, that so you can buy Blaze on this, and they're going to give me crap for this, wallet. And then the Blaze burn addresses. The Blaze burn addresses is associated with the burns. So when you go over to the SHIB burn portal, you can see their address being used. And it's right there, people. See? So then there's no lying about it. They're actually burning SHIB, and they're burning 3 billion. Now, if you did that and times it by 5,000 projects going on with Shibarium, that would give you 15 trillion coins a week. 15 trillion coins a week, people. Okay, so if they were all to do the exact same thing that Blaze is doing right now, we would see a huge dramatic change and shift into what's going on. And if you look at Koi is burning 11,429,000 in 3 days. So every 3 to 4 days, they're burning between 11 million to 20 million tokens every 3 to 4 days. So within 2 weeks, before they were burning billions, now they're up to millions because they're on SHIB Swap. Now SHIB Swap charges too much for everybody to buy in because of the gas fees. That's the only reason why the volume isn't there, and therefore without causing too much of a stir in the marketplace. So we were trying to get into, or I was getting into, the apparel. So where can you buy it? You can buy it here. Okay, SHIB Bling, home, t-shirts, hoodies, hats and beanies, collectibles, collections. So if you go in collections, band collections, and Adidas brand. Okay, so we go Champion Apparel. You can buy it at Champs. But again, you just give them the logo. But again, total burn to date is 1.1 billion that they've burned. So they are doing it on apparels from Champs. So that's good news, right? Champion Apparel. So everything that's going through SHIB Bling, they are burning a portion of it. So that's good news for all of us that support and are getting acknowledged for it. Like I said with my channel, I was doing, this is why I promised everybody I would do public burns on every time I got paid. I would show you my statement, and then I would do 80% burn towards the community. Now with that 80%, I can write off all of it because it's a donation. And because it's well, I shouldn't say it's a lot of money. The first check is probably going to be just over $100 once I get monetized. Now, because I get monetized because of the SHIB community, I have no problem burning it. And I have no problem taking 80% as a loss either. Only reason why is because I'm working. If I was doing this as a business, it would be a different story. But it's not taken on as a business. It'd be just strictly donations. And therefore, the 20% is just administration costs for the computers, for the laptops, for the designated wallets, for the burns and the gas fees that are associated with it. By the time you take all that out of it, I make a few bucks on the side, but not very much, just enough to keep going and doing these on a regular basis. That's why I do 80%. I don't do 30%, don't do 20%. I would do 80% for the community so that everybody can grow as a collective. Now, it hasn't caught on yet, and I'm not sure why, but At any rate, it doesn't matter as long as we somehow get the message out there that we're all trying to do our part for the whole SHIB community. Anyway, I'm Will, your host, and thank you for coming in and tuning in to another edition of Major Investor. And without further ado, we'll cut it short and say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from wherever you're in the world. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Take good care of yourselves, and keep your hat on and your stick on the ice. We always say back in Canada. But anyway, without wasting too much of your time, thank you. Comment, like, subscribe at the bottom if you want these videos to continue. Thank you. Heads up. Cheers. And as a disclaimer, this advice that was given to you is only for entertainment purposes. There is no way, shape, form that any analyst, any broker, any funds manager is going to tell you to buy SHIB. If anyone says buy SHIB, then they're on their own because it's under a penny, and they would tell you the same thing. Anything under a penny is on your own. Even if it was at 50 cents, 60 cents, you're basically on your own. And it's because it's a microcap stock. Anything that's microcap or pink sheets, which SHIB would be classified as a pink sheet because of how low it's trading, is exactly it. So you're basically, no one's telling you to buy it, no one's going to tell you to hold it, no one's going to tell you to sell it. But it's in your best interest. But again, that's my opinion. Anyway, talk to you later. Good night. God bless. Take good care.